Welcome back to your first Weather Weather Breakdown. Again, I'm Meteorologist Thomason here in the podcast center. Thank you very much for watching this full presentation and the full forecast, always tailored to you guys there at home. I know it's a little long, but that's the point. It's the weather podcast. We want to make sure we go over at kind of like every nitty-gritty detail that we can, essentially, here to give you the first alert to especially days like today. This is what the weather podcast is made for, essentially. Just opening it up to all the details revolving around the severe weather, the threats and the timing and where it's happening, and most importantly, to answer your questions, which we're going to do now on our YouTube and Facebook live streams. I don't see any questions on our YouTube page, but I believe we have several comments on our Facebook feed. Thank y'all for those of y'all sticking around, especially those of you who have left comments from 20 to 25 minutes ago. Again, I just want to make sure I, get the full forecast in first. Maybe I answer your question there, and then I can go into questions afterward. Anyways, if you still have questions. All right. Anyways, point is, hello, Corey. You're welcome, Susan. Hey, this is what I love doing. It's what I love doing. I appreciate it. Corey, we need the rain bad to get rid of the burn bands. That is correct. Burn bands. I believe I still have a graphic tailored to that. Again, this is a lot more free flow here for you. I'm actually going to bring up the burn bands here real quick. I was not prepared to bring up the burn band, so I got to go in and search for it. There it is. And let you see it there without my face in it. All right, these are the burn bans currently in effect as of right now. Again, this is just bringing this up briefly as a reminder that most of our parishes and counties are underneath the burn ban still from the dry weather. It's been 3 weeks since we've had measurable rainfall around here. Kind of wild, and hopefully this rain at least soaks us enough to where I know some people in my comments have just been wanting to do bonfires out and around. So hopefully that'll at least help it enough for that and just help out our drought enough overall. All right, next question. Claudius, thank you for the report. Cool, you're welcome. Scotty, how bad is it going to be in Carthage? Great question. Great question. Let me go back to another graphic. Hold up. See, as I said, this has got to be a lot more free-flowing than you think. There we go. Anyways, there's a look at your severe weather risk here for the day today. Again, the first alert weather day is mainly in tune for those in the southern half of the Arklatex, those along and south of the I-20 corridor. That does include Carthage, way in the yellow shade here for you. So we're watching out for that now. That includes mostly strong winds. I'm expecting that to be most present around the Arklatex here through these storms here late tonight and into tomorrow. Winds aren't looking horrifically bad, but you're still going to want to make sure you have everything tied down, no loose ends on the yard, those kind of things. The garbage can might get knocked down, those kind of things, essentially here for tonight. Now, thankfully, the tornado risk, especially in Carthage, is not as bad as other areas. It's in the green, which means we could technically have a tornado warning in this area, but more the greater chance of tornadic risk are out towards areas of Natchitoches and further up into northeastern Louisiana. The point is, you're at least away from the bulk of the tornado risk here for the day today, but still receiving lots of heavy rain, still receiving some strong winds here for this afternoon and for tonight. So I'm expecting just a good soaking and a rainy late afternoon and into tonight there for Carthage. But hopefully we stay out of the tornado warning category for you guys. It's looking most likely that will be the case. Hopefully that answers your question. All right. Stonewall. Threat of tornado. Stonewall. Just sort of Shreveport here for you. So I guess just being on this graphic, wow, it says threat of tornado. I was going to go into like the whole severe weather aspect again for all of Stonewall. But anyways, using this map, again, Stonewall right around here, south of Shreveport. So essentially you're in this green shade, which means a tornado warning could happen, but it's not likely. Again, the tornado warnings are a little more likely into this tan shade around Natchitoches. That's where I would watch out for. Maybe the tornado warning could happen a little more, a greater chance of it happening. But only a very low chance of a tornadic risk is going to happen in this green shade here for the day today, which thankfully, again, is including the bulk of the Arklatex. It's just these few little parishes huddled around Natchitoches, including Sabine Parish and Natchitoches Parish, that we're going to be watching out for tonight, essentially scraping the southeast corner of the Arklatex. Again, it could happen in the green shade, but it's not likely to happen, including Stonewall. So hopefully that answers your question. All right, Tamara, thanks for watching from Valdosta. Valdosta getting in some storms here for tonight over in Georgia, but we are talking about Arklatex weather here. Last comment I see on our Facebook feed is from Pat. What about Shreveport? Same thing for Shreveport's pretty much near Stonewall. So not much of a tornadic risk here for the day today. It's on the very edge of the green shade, I will mention as well. Most of that tornadic threat should be way off to your south and east if you're in Shreveport. But more of the issue is going to be these strong winds coming up and definitely the buckets of heavy rain coming on by. Now, I haven't mentioned much about flash flooding here for the day today because this is, I think, going to give us a good soaking of wet weather, but I don't think this is going to give us inches and inches and inches of rainfall at all. I think this is going to be a system moving on by, coming in for a couple of hours here, again, late this afternoon and into tonight, and then it's going to be gone. It's going to be gone by 2 a.m. in the case of Natchitoches, but most of the threat kind of dies down again around midnight here for tonight. So hopefully that answers all your questions over on our YouTube and also Facebook live streams. Thank y'all for watching and also asking questions. Hey, I always appreciate you guys for coming on very much. That is all the questions I believe that is on there. So we are going to go ahead and end the stream. If you have further questions or if you have more details as to how this forecast evolves, again, we'll be tracking this out all day long today. Again, the peak of the storms goes from 3 p.m. until midnight. That's where we're going to be watching out for severe storms here for the day today. We'll be watching it all afternoon and evening long. Jake Lambright has your next weather update on our noon show in 1 hour from now. And Chief Meteorologist Matt Jones will be on shift here through the night tonight, so he will keep you in tune and updated. As for myself, I'm Meteorologist Thomason. Thank you very much for watching the First Alert Weather Breakdown. I greatly appreciate it. It's Friday. Just got to get through the storms tonight, and they are severe storms at that, again, especially for areas of the southern half of the Arklatex, but once we get past it, we're good. Good for a great weekend. I will say, especially for myself, I'm going to enjoy the cool weather as well. So it's going to be fantastic here for your Saturday and Sunday. We'll be back with the First Alert with a breakdown on Monday, 10:30. Meteorologist CJ Cartledge should be your host on that day. Same time, same place. Again, Monday at 10:30. Be there, be square, and most importantly, especially today on your First Alert Weather Day, stay weather aware. Have a great rest of your Friday. Enjoy the weekend once we get to it. Peace.